There's a new promo dropping into FC25 Ultimate Team called Total Rush. And not only do we know the players that are going to be in this promo, we know the stats, we know the ratings, we know the SBCs that are going to come out. And I'm kind of uneasy given the fact that I still have quite a few players to sell from yesterday's investments. I've got a few Inform Martinez cards which have gone up. The Loftus-Cheek's gone up. And of course, we've already sold most of the Araujos, who we ended up getting this card for 100,000 coins on average. We sold that card for 124,000 coins on average. Even after tax, we're making like 18K a card. We'll take that 180K profit there and some extra profit on Martinez and Loftus-Cheek and Gabriel Martinelli. But we've got some leaked SBCs today, including a player of the month from the Premier League, including another winger from the Premier League, and that could really shape the market. A lot of the complimentary links, even though Friday's normally a day where things go down in price. In just a few minutes, we're probably going to get a player of the month. I'm going to show you what that is, as well as the other SBC that we might get today. So let's hop into it. And sometimes trading can take a while. So if you want coins quick, then Loot Bar is what you're looking for. Not only are they already cheaper than the other platforms, but when you use my code Nitro, you're going to get another 8% off of that and 5% more coins than what you bought. It has great reviews, big creators use it, and you get your coins within a few minutes. So if you need quick coins, Loot Bar is the place to go. Let's quickly recap yesterday's video and our investments from it. We got 10 Araujos for 101K. He is up to over 126,000 coins. Now he's pushing like 130 right now, I think. Let me refresh this again. Yeah, he is 130,000 coins right now. He's going to crash today at content time. He'll go under 100,000 coins, but we made a lot of coins on that card. We bought 10 of them and made about 20K per card. We'll take that 200,000 coins on him. Inform Lautaro also has risen in price. He went up to nearly 200,000 coins, so he's up like 28K after tax. We'll take 18K per card. Martinelli is slowly rising. We're in profit zone. He is up to 60,000 coins, but he could go higher. We'll talk about that here in a minute. And the same thing goes for Bukayo Saka. Then we've got 3 Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He goes out of packs today, but he's already up about 25 to 30,000 coins. Chouameni went up 5K, which is a lot for a card we got for 11,000 coins. Then we've got RTTK Brandt for 55K. He didn't really move so much. And then Van de Ven didn't go up a ton, but overall, few 100,000 coin profit. We'll absolutely take that. And then today at content, the info you came here for, and on top of that, we're going to talk about the investments that we could make going into a Friday. Normally, I don't make many investments going into a Friday. Today could be an exception because Total Rush is an absolutely insane promo. It's going to have a lot of big cards. Mbappe, De Bruyne, Lauren James, who I think is going to be sneaky expensive. You're going to have Griezmann, De Jong, Chouameni's going to be big. Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo getting a nice little pace boost right there. That's going to be expensive. I mean, pretty much every single card on that top row is going to be several 100,000 coins, if not over 1 million. And then a couple on the bottom row, like maybe Alexander-Arnold and Chouameni and Marquinhos, are all going to be expensive as well. It's not a very attainable promo for the casuals. There's going to be a lot of cards that they want to pack, fail, and then they'll go back to the cards that they bought beforehand, or they're going to try to link to new SBCs. And, well, we're going to have a couple of those today. First up, we're going to have Cole Palmer. That's coming out today. It might even be out by the time this video goes up. It could literally drop any second. Normally, they drop these Premier League Player of the Months at some early morning hour. It's 4:30 a.m. for me, so like it could come out in 30 minutes. But Cole Palmer is going to be an SBC today. These are not the official stats, but all of these are official stats and play styles. These cards are exactly what is going to be coming out today at 6 p.m. content. So expect this. This is more of a prediction. We'd be lucky to see over 80 pace. That'd be nice for Cole Palmer. But we're also going to get another English SBC today, and that's going to be Raheem Sterling. He's also going to come out as an SBC. And whenever there's an SBC coming out, what I like to do is I go over to futbin, I go over to Squad Builder, and then I go into that, and I put those 2 players in. So we're going to go ahead and slap a Cole Palmer right here, and we're going to slap a Raheem Sterling right here. And what you can do with this information is you can find what is the best links to these cards. So first off, you can check Striker, and the first thing you're going to find is Kai Havertz going out of packs today as well. Not bad. Nicholas Jackson, 16,000 coins. Not bad right there. He was an investment I talked about briefly as a club investment a couple episodes ago. He's going up in coins. You take a look at attacking mid, and you're going to find Phil Foden, right? You're going to find Phil Foden at this attacking mid position, and Phil Foden might be a more dangerous card to invest in because Cole Palmer could replace Phil Foden. If people have Phil Foden in their team and Cole Palmer comes out as a good value SBC, well, people might say, all right, well, Foden's out. I'm going to put Palmer there. And they play the exact same positions, both right wing and attacking midfielder. So it's dangerous to go for Phil Foden. But I do think that just general cards in the Premier League, especially the defenders like Saliba, could be decent. Now, it's very risky to buy him right now, but you could also go Inform Gabriel because of the Arsenal link to Raheem Sterling. But Saliba is obviously very, very good. He's very expensive right now, which is concerning, and I wouldn't probably buy for 258K. But if he drops at content release, and maybe we don't have Sterling drop today, he could be the SBC today, he could be tomorrow, keep an eye on Saliba. But you also have a card going out of packs today at right back, and that's going to be Malo Gusto. This card is, 422,000 coins? I was close. Either way, this is one of the closest to, the bottom he's been over the last few days. He was at 394K. He's up a little bit post, Rivals Rewards. Rivals Rewards brought the market up overall. As you can see, the market as a whole, it dropped. Rival Rewards hype. Rival Rewards actually hit right here, and then a pretty healthy recovery on the market since then. And that's where we made our profits. But I do genuinely think that we can still invest in some of the cards going out of packs today, like Gusto. So that's not a bad investment for some of you high rollers right there. But of course, don't try to buy at market price. Try to get it for a little bit cheaper, make some extra profit, or cover that 5% tax by bidding on those cards. You take a look at some of the center mids. None of them really catch my eye, other than, of course, Havertz. I don't think that even Odegaard is really going to move all that much. He's more of a fodder card at this point. And then there's nothing at left back either. And then if you go to goalkeeper, I guess you could try to pick up some of the big cards from the Premier League. Not so much, Ramsdale or David Raya, but more so like Ederson or Alisson, right? Those cards could go up a little bit because of this. So those are some investments right now that I think you guys can hold on to. But at right wing, we also have Martinelli, right? Martinelli and Saka. These are investments we already made for Division Rival Rewards. Saka is out of packs because of Team of the Week. So I think this gold card is super safe. And then Martinelli is a little bit riskier because while Gabriel Martinelli can play right wing, there's a lot of people that are going to put him on the left wing, right? And that's exactly where Raheem Sterling is going to go. And so there is some argument to be made that this Raheem Sterling SBC, it looks a lot like that Gabriel Martinelli card, right? Let's compare the two. Raheem Sterling, 90 pace. Gabriel Martinelli, 91. Sterling has better shooting. You look at the passing, Sterling's better. Dribbling's about the same, but he's slightly better. The physicality's the same. The defense is the same. Guys, they're the same card, and they're just from a different nation. And so I'm probably going to sell Gabriel Martinelli, but I don't know 100%. I'm kind of in between. Let me know your thoughts down below on what you think about Gabriel Martinelli as an investment going into content today, because there is some tricky decisions to be made. But what I will say is that I do want to be mostly liquid. And even if I sold for a little less than what I could get for some of these cards, is that this Total Rush promo, given how high the ratings are and how many people are saving packs for Total Rush, I think we're going to be able to flip cards today. Now remember, the first hour is very risky. If you want to buy during the first wave, it's risky. These cards will hit a low point because everybody saved their packs from Rival Rewards or whatever it was, marquee matchups, and there's going to be some supply over the first hour. Then it's going to dry up. It's going to go up in price. All these really high-rated cards are going to rise, and then they're going to drop again later in the night. Now, if you're a new trader and you haven't done this before, I would suggest just waiting until the second drop, buying late in the day, like 7 to 9 hours after content's released, and then just listing those cards overnight for much more, or waking up early in the morning and listing those cards for much more, because they're almost always going to go up in price, and it's very easy to make coins on Fridays if you are able to time these, low points and high points correctly. But man, there is quite the power curve change. Like, you've got huge cards. Like, all of these are going to be hundreds of thousands of coins, and I just worry that the power curve is changing too quickly, and it's going to cause the game to die out after Team of the Year like it did last year. You had so many huge promos early on, and then Team of the Year came, they nerfed the pack weight, and it just felt like the year was over. It felt like you couldn't come back from that. You had everything in an entire, FC FIFA cycle in the first 3 months that things got repetitive very quickly, and I worry that when they're boosting these cards so early in the year, that unfortunately it means that the power curve is only getting worse and worse as the years go on, which has been my main concern. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old head, and you guys really like the changing of the power curve so quickly, and you like the shiny new cards and the big upgrades this early. But I think that they could do a better job of making gold cards last a little bit longer in the game rather than phasing them out super early. But that's just my take. You can let me know your thoughts down below. If you made it this far in the video, guys, don't forget to drop a like on it. It would help me out a lot. And yesterday there was an SBC that dropped into the game that honestly catches my eye a bit. 5-star, Kavica Kvaratskhelia. If you're Georgian, let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. I think I'm doing pretty well with the pronunciations. Ever since that Polish guy absolutely roasted me in the comments for pronouncing Payor incorrectly, I'm not going to make that mistake ever again. Kvaratskhelia is how you pronounce this guy's name. And 88 pace, 88 dribbling, great skill moves in weak foot, of course. And I need a left mid from the Premier League, or not Premier League, from the Serie A. And let me tell you what, Pulisic was who I was hoping for. I was hoping for Christian Pulisic, but we got Kavica Kvaratskhelia instead. I love saying that name. What a name. And I do need that because, well, I've got to sell this tradable Martinelli eventually, and I got to replace that at left mid, and then I've also got to sell this Van de Ven eventually, but I don't really have to rush that because I think Premier League cards are going to go up, especially given the fact that he's out of pack. Araujo, I have to sell. He's going to crash today. He's going to go way, way down, and the rest of these cards are untradeable, even the Lautaro Martinez. So I only have a couple more players in my squad to replace to make it completely untradeable, and left wing is one of them. So Kavica Kvaratskhelia could be the guy we go with. If you've done his SBC, let me know if he's actually worth doing. And just to recap what you guys should be selling and what you should be buying, Premier League-based links to SBCs are safe, especially if they're out of packs. Anything that's in packs today is very risky. Friday always causes a little bit of panic. Friday always causes a little bit of supply, and ultimately it causes a drop on the market. The bliss of the Division Rival Award inflation ends come 6 p.m. UK, and it could end a little bit before that as people panic sell. So cards like Saka, who's out of packs, pretty safe to hold on to. And the rest of these cards are out of packs other than Araujo. I have to list him right now. But if you have any tradable cards, even those that are going out of packs today, as you can see on my transfer list, I decided that I wanted to sell Tchouaméni because he's risen so much into the hype of him going out of packs that I think he actually drops a little bit today. So if you have a card that's going out of packs, sell and then buy that card back after 6 p.m. UK content or a couple hours after that. I think people will actually sell that card as they're not going to be patient enough to hold that for an entire week. But that's it for today's video. If you're excited for the Total Rush promo, make sure to hit that sub button so you miss none of the videos I drop throughout this promotion. And drop a like on the video if you haven't yet. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.